Morning everyone, it's almost 12 o'clock on Tuesday. I thought I couldn't leave a negative post up yesterday, which was the one about having zero confidence, without following up with what I was doing since that post. The first is reading the incredibly overwhelming and generally incredibly supportive, positive comments of support. So thank you for those. It's been amazing to know that there's so many people sharing those doubts and that lack of confidence, and that we're really all in it together. But what I wanted to do this morning was to counter some of the negativity that I've received and to explain the impact that that's had. Now, I'm a generally incredibly positive person. I'm a very much half glass full, I always see the good in things. I always see the opportunity somewhere. That's what I do in business. But over the last few weeks, I've received sustained criticism, insults, and real nastiness from two people in particular who I happen to privately call out for some really inappropriate behaviour and language. And as a result of that, they have engaged in a sustained campaign to try and destroy my confidence. And it's almost worked. This weekend, I received some really awful, harsh criticism that suggested I was in awful shape, I was too fat, insufficient muscularity, my vascularity was poor, I was too old, too ugly, and so on and so forth. That may or may not be true, but they're not the judges, so I'm going to ignore them. It was hard this weekend to ignore them because people close to me were also saying I was becoming too obsessed. I ought to ease off. I had people also suggesting, well, why have you entered 3 categories? That's nonsense. You've got no chance at all in 2 and you've only got minimal chance in the 3rd. Again, that may or may not be true. What I wanted to do really today is to say I'm not really interested in what anyone else thinks. It may be arrogant, but it's not meant to be. I've been surrounded by experts all my life telling me what I can and can't do, and each time I've proved them all wrong, completely wrong. When I was 24 stone, which was nearly 140 kilos, people said you'd never lose the weight. I did. I cried every day doing it. I was in pain constantly through lack of mobility. But through hard work and determination and a stubborn refusal to give up, I did it. I lost 56 kilos and became lean and skinny and pretty scrawny. But I proved people wrong then, including my doctor, who had 25 years plus experience in being a general practitioner. When I had an accident in 2014 and severely damaged 2 nerves in my spine, I was immobile for weeks with no movement initially in my legs. The best prognosis was I would get, initially, was that I would get some limited mobility back. The worst was that I'd never be able to train or run again. These were experts. These were the leading neurologists and doctors in their field. They were wrong. I squat, I deadlift, I run a pretty decent time, to be honest. I still passed the British Army basic fitness test with flying colours, and I'm 38. So they were wrong. People are now telling me that this project that I'm engaged in with Pure Elite is a vanity project, and I'm all about becoming a celebrity and gaining popularity. That's not true, but I wear my heart on my sleeve, and the feedback I've got is that some of the comments and posts I make help other people who are feeling the same, but who may not necessarily have the confidence to voice those concerns and doubts. I'm not bothered how many people like my posts, and I'm not even really that interested in who listens to them. As long as one person who is positively impacted by them does, job done. The people who keep telling me that I'm going to look foolish when I step on stage on the 1st of April need to stop, and they need to stop it now. 2 of you in particular ought to know better. One is training to become something that you would never expect, and the other is his coach. I'm surprised that you'd want to engage in such negativity, but anyway. People close to me also have suggested that I withdraw from 2 categories and just focus on 1. The reason being, someone said to me that I shouldn't do the over 35s because those guys have been doing it for much longer, 10, 15 years plus, they're in better condition. Well, they might do. It might be. I'm not entering it to win it first time round. I'm entering it because I'm over 35 and I've worked bloody hard. And I may not have the best physique, I won't have the biggest chest, and I may not have the biggest biceps or the most defined body. But I'm going to enter and I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to do my best. And if I come away with an experience, it'll be a great one. Anything else is a cherry on the cake. The same with International Fitness Model. Got no expectation to win. I'm going to do my best, and I'm training to do my best. But I think I look bloody good in a suit. So I intend to, again, enjoy that, the 2 rounds in particular, because it gives me more time on stage. And then transformation, it is the culmination of everything I've been doing. But again, that is the icing on the cake. I'm going to Margate on the 1st of April because everybody told me I couldn't do it. People said that it was a vanity project, pure and simple, but they've got no idea of how much hard work and sacrifice and commitment you need to make to get there. So really, I suppose I've still got zero confidence today, but on reflection, I've got renewed determination and a sense of purpose to keep pushing through the next 12 weeks and to get to Margate on the 31st of March, my birthday, with the expectation that I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to be surrounded by like-minded people who are also there to enjoy it and have a great time. Anything else that happens is great. If I happen to meet all the criteria that are on the schedule in front of the judges, brilliant. If not, I'll get the learning experience, I'll get the feedback, and I'll come back bigger and better next time. This is part of a journey. This isn't purely on the 1st of April, isn't the final destination. It's a milestone in what I hope will become a new part of my life. A part of my life I'm thoroughly enjoying. But we all have to start somewhere. So why not Margate? Why not the 1st of April? I turned 39 in 79 days' time. I intend to enjoy that 39th birthday by sitting in the house that I'm renting with Helen Saunders, enjoying a couple of glasses of wine before competition, and then thoroughly enjoying that day and showing off my hard work to all those friends and family who have made the effort to come and see me, which I'm very much looking forward to. So my final message is really, anyone who thinks that this is a big joke and that this is a vanity project, you're wrong. Anyone who thinks that by continually criticising me it's going to get me to withdraw, you're wrong. It has affected my confidence and there's no point in lying about it. But I'm not withdrawing. I've got no intention of withdrawing. And to anyone else who's experiencing negativity or feedback, do what I do and ignore it. Just keep going on. If you want to do it. Don't let anybody stop you. And finally, to all those experts who think they know everything, you don't. You've been wrong before, and I fully intend to prove you wrong this time. And really on that note, I suppose, I need to get to the gym. Have a great day. Sorry for the length of the post. Bye-bye.